If you're a solo creator shooting reels, TikToks, YouTube videos, and live streams, the Canon EOS R50V Creator Kit might just be the easiest way for you to level up your video without breaking the bank. In this video, we are going to look at some of the features. We will look at what is inside this kit here and whether it is worth your money as a content creator. Before we open the box to check what is inside, what does the V in the EOS R50V stands for? Now, there is an EOS R50. The V in this case stands for Video First. It is made for content creators who create vertical content. With this option, you get live streaming features and you get a front record button, all which we are going to look at when we open this box right here. So you may be looking forward to what is in here. So let's open it and check through the items one by one. So it comes in a well packaged box. So I'm going to open this here. Now in this box we have a few things. We have the DME100 microphone, which is to be used with the camera. We have a simple tripod that you can use for vertical video, so we're also going to be looking at that. Apart from that, when we open the box, we then have another box inside that carries the camera itself. So let's remove this. So first you have a piece of paper here that shows you the connection instructions, so you can open this and have a look at it later. And we're going to open this. Now we have a few other documents here that have been put here. There is an image.canon here platform that you can help you connect, so you can scan this later and get to use it. We also have a warranty card for the camera if you want to protect it. Sometime you buy these devices and then they malfunction, and remember that this only protects the software. The warranty does not cover any physical damages to your camera. We have a manual here that comes in about 28 languages, so you can pick a language that you understand, then you read through some of the terms and maybe the usage. Apart from that, we have the battery charging case and a battery here. This is a 950 milliamperes battery for the camera that is rechargeable, so if you want to charge it, you're just going to plug it in here. You're going to put it in there and charge it. There is a charger. It comes with its own charging case, so you can use this to charge your camera. So let's remove that and see. So this is the one. Put your battery in here, plug it there and charge it. Apart from that, this camera comes with a 128 gig storage. So this might appear like a big capacity, but if you're shooting videos, you might want to think about getting an external storage device, because 128 gigs is too little. Videos do occupy bigger spaces, especially high quality videos. Then we have the camera itself here. So it comes well wrapped. So if we open inside, this is the Canon R50V, and then we have a lens. This is a 14 to 30 millimeter lens. So let's put all this aside and then we start looking at some of the features of this here. We're going to connect the lens and see some of the features. So on the camera itself, you have a few things that you need to understand. So on the front side, we have the place where you connect your lens. So it just comes as a body, not connected with the lens as put aside. we talked about having live features and recording button in the front. So if you look at this is the recording button. So if you want to do videos, you can place it and start recording. And at the top we have the control buttons, so you can see those. There's another record button here. This can also be used to zoom the recorded item, and we also have this here that helps you select the type of recording that you want to make. We have different types of video and images, so you'll go through the manual, or you can search through their website to understand what all this is about. Now you have a display, so that is the display there. We'll turn it on and then you'll see how it looks like. At the top we have a place where you can a hook where you can connect your microphone for recording purposes. We'll do that too. So the first thing you want to do is you want to insert the battery. So remove at the very bottom here. You're going to open that part, the compartment that takes your battery and the SD card, the TF card, sorry. So we're going to start with this here. And then we are also going to take our battery out of the charging case that I showed you before and put it in here. So this is the battery. I'm going to plug it in here. Then we have that. Once you've put that, now you want to take the lens. This is the lens. So the lens has protectors on both sides, so you want to be very careful with this. This is what you are removing. So this is the part that connects to the camera. So you can always see there is a mark here that can help you align when you are connecting. So if you look closely, there's a mark on both of them. So put that, fix it, and then now you can remove the front lens and you see now the camera. Now after that, you have the power on and off button here. So you just want to switch this on, and then you notice that it will start picking that. Remember that when you set this up the first time, you have to set up a password to protect that, and you also have the option to link it to your phone. So that's the notification that you currently have on the screen. So we're going to cancel that for now. Once you've set that, you now notice that I can take a picture of myself. It's displaying, but I have to change the type of recording that I want to have at the very top. So let me change that to a photo. Then I'll just press that. I can take the photo from the top, so let's do that. So I have captured a few photos. If I want to do a video, I can switch at the top again, like I said. So I'm going to switch that to a video. By default it comes with A+, so you can have a look at that later. And then I want to record a video. Just stop this, then it starts recording. I see I can zoom when recording. So you notice that I'm doing a bit of a zoom, and I can also tilt it a bit, the position, using this here. I can change the position of it, move it up, down, left, right, and all that. So I'm going to stop that recording, and if I want to view the content of this, I have the we have a menu button and the video play or mod button here. So if I tap this, you see now I have the item that I had recorded before. Then I can press this button to play. Then you see. So you can switch and go to the next one. You can always use these buttons to go to the next item or the previous item. Once you have recorded, there are ways that you can get your recordings from this device here. You can either remove the TF card and use an adapter to connect it to your PC and draft out the get access to the recordings, or you can also open this there is a part here where you can use a Type-C cable to connect your device to your camera to your PC. You can use Type-C cable. There is the HDMI cable. Another thing that we forgot to mention was using a microphone. Now you have the option to plug a 3.5mm microphone or a receiver. If you have a wireless microphone with a 3.5mm receiver, you can plug it in here. I'm not quite sure if it can use a Type-C receiver in the Type-C port down here, but I'll try that out and maybe talk about it later. But you can connect that here. You can have your microphone connected in that. So let's try out using the microphone that we received, the DM-E100. So it's a simple microphone with a filter. This is just a filter. You can remove and put it back in. And this is the one that you connect. First, you want to slide this in at the top. Remember, I talked about this part. You want to slide that in. It's not very stable. I noticed that. So you want to be very careful with it. And then you want to put this in the mic part at the back. So you want to plug that in the mic port. And then when you start recording, it will now be using that microphone to record your videos. So you just open that, and then you start recording. Then you start doing your recording from that. There is also the option of a tripod. Apart from like taking direct photos, like if I want to take direct photos like this, there is the option of a tripod. So we can switch that. Now we are going to look at how the tripod looks like. This is only a desk tripod. You can opt to use a bigger tripod, but that means you'll have to spend more. So the desk tripod is simple. It allows connectivity using Bluetooth. So you have the option to do Bluetooth connection, and then you can just use that button to do your capturing. So you can read the manual to understand how to complete that connection. If you want to just hold it, you just have to connect this here at the top. So I'm going to first remove the microphone so that it becomes much safer. Then I will have this here. So let me remove the lens first. So one thing you should notice that when you're removing the lens, there is a button here that you have to press. So this button here, this here. So I have to press it and then be careful with it and then remove the lens. I'm removing it so it becomes lighter, so I can easily connect it to the tripod. So I'm going to connect this here. And then now I can come back and add my lens. See, now you can easily hold this. You can add the microphone here, and then you start your recording. Open this and start your recording, so it becomes easier to hold around. So this is why it's best for creators, especially if you do vertical content. Something you should notice is that when you're doing vertical video recording, it only takes up to 64% of the display screen, so it's reduced to become much more vertical, not the horizontal, orientation that it shows on the camera here. So you can also have your microphone placed at the side. So we have this extension here which you just need to put in there, and then now you can connect your microphone on the side. So I can move that there, switch it a little bit, and then now I can place my microphone here. So instead of having at the very top, put it there. Notice that it is still loose, so you need to be a little bit careful with it, but it is an option too. Then you connect it. So instead of having it here, you can have it on the side. When it comes to video resolution, this camera allows up to 4K 60p. If you are doing full HD, you're going to be able to do 120p. So you can go and research on more features of this camera here and consider it as an option for you as a beginner creator to set up your space or improve from using your phone or an older or a more inferior camera like the EOS 400 or 500D.